Yes, sir.
Okay, then I can come to presentation mode. So, dear student, good morning and welcome to the VLSI System Design Theory course. Uh, until now, we have discussed various methodology to calculate the delay of the CMOS logic gates, particularly taking example of CMOS inverter, we have done the calculation, but that is valid for other CMOS logic gates also. And we have also discussed power dissipation. So all the things related to power dissipation, static power dissipation, dynamic power dissipation, short circuit current related power dissipation we have discussed. That is also part of dynamic. And in dynamic power dissipation, switching related, when the transistor is when inverter is switching from high to low, output is switching from high to low or low to high, at that time some power dissipation we have discussed. And power dissipation when both the transistors are on for a very short time, means both are in saturation region, NMOS, PMOS. So in that case, VDD is short. There is short circuit between VDD and ground, and because PMOS and MOS both are on, so short circuit current is with the help of short circuit current. What is the delay, that is also discussed. Another topic in this unit is that logical efforts and various single stage and multi stage, how to calculate all these things. So let us move forward. We will discuss logical efforts, delay in logic gates, multi-stage logical network, then how to calculate, choosing best number of stages. So various things will be there. So delay in process independent units. So delay has to this delay is defined as d absolute divided by tau. Tau is 3 RC, and 1 minute pointer. So this delay, which we are trying to define in process independent units. Previously we have defined in terms of process dependent, but this is another approach to hand calculations and for estimate for comparing various topologies, designing topologies for the circuit, and also delay estimation, and comparing and deciding which topology should be taken. So this type of approach has been available in literature. So this is independent of the process parameters, no k and k or w by l ratio and other things. So in terms of that, how to decide various topologies which will be better, which will be having faster response, all these things can be decided. So for that we should understand this new thing, that is delay, which is independent of process parameters, independent of fabrication related parameter L, W, or mobility, or K or K dash, various parameters we have seen. So delay is also defined as an absolute delay divided by tau. Tau is 3 RC, and R and C we know this resistance and capacitance of the that means in that case of specific case of circuits. And generally this tau is 3 picosecond in 65 nanometer technology, and 60 picosecond in 0.6 micrometer technology. This is the idea of tau. What is the idea, means typical value. So for 65 nanometer technology, 3 picosecond. Also this delay, it is having, in terms of absolute delay, it is defined in this way, but it has been divided into two parts. Delay is divided in two parts. It has two components, f plus p, where f is what? F is effort delay or stage effort. So for that given stage, what is the delay? So it is also called, f is called effort delay or stage effort, and p is parasitic delay. So parasitic delay P depends on the gate driving. Means when gate is driving, no load. When means any gate is just it is working, but it is not driving any load. No any its output is not connected to any other input, not connected to input of other stage. The only single stage, if you are considering. So in that case, parasitic delay, and it will be parasitic delay maybe means coming due to the whatever capacitances, internal capacitances of that circuit, means of the transistors in that circuit, and no any external loading capacitance or interconnect capacitance, nothing is there. So parasitic delay P is delay of the gate driving no load, and it is set by internal parasitic capacitances of the transistors in that gate. So basically this delay D has two parts, F plus P. D is having two parts, F plus P. F is called effort delay. How to calculate effort delay, that we will see later on. And P is called parasitic delay, which is dependent on the internal capacitances of the transistor in this in that gate. So F is also further defined in terms of GH. F is defined in terms of GH. F is here D equal to F plus P, where F is effort delay, and effort delay is further it is defined as GH, where G is called logical effort. G is called logical effort, and it measures the relative ability of the gate to deliver current, same current as an inverter. So by equivalent inverter we will compare. So it measures relative ability of a gate to deliver the current, and basically this logical effort is 1 for inverter. For inverter we consider logical effort 1, and H is electrical effort. Here H is called electrical effort, which is defined as C out, output capacitance divided by input capacitance. So output capacitance divided by input capacitance ratio is called electrical effort, and the ratio of output capacitance to input capacitance is also it is also called sometimes fan out. Fan out, how many number of stages it can drive, any gate can drive how many number of stages, that is basically also fan out is also defined as how many number of stages it can take as a load. So but in terms of capacitances, it is defined as ratio of the output capacitance to the input capacitance. So this H is called effort, means electrical effort, which is in terms of these capacitances, C out divided by C in, it is defined. And this electrical effort is related to the some sizing of transistor sizing, because this is C out and C in will be dependent on the transistors various means geometries and size. So but this logical effort does not depend on size or geometry or any process parameter. So G is but internal capacitances will be compared. Further we are going to discuss also. G, how to calculate G? So logical effort is ratio of the input capacitance of gate to the input capacitance of an inverter delivering the same output current. So basically equivalent inverter for any gate, every gate we can also means simplify that circuit, and we can simplify that circuit with the equivalent gate, equivalent inverter that we have previously in the beginning. I have in the CMOS logic I have discussed, but later on also we will discuss how to convert any gate as an equivalent inverter circuit. So basically equivalent inverter circuit in which same current is flowing. So logical effort is the ratio of the input capacitance of the gate, given gate for which you are calculating the logical effort, to the input, means input capacitance of the given gate to the input capacitance of an inverter which is having same output, means same current, it is also delivering the same current as the gate. So if the gate and inverter both are delivering same current, so in that case equivalent inverter which is having same delivery of the current, then ratio of the input capacitance of the gate divided by input capacitance of the inverter, this is called logical effort. Here we have also taken another ratio, C out by C in of the same gate, C out by C in, it is called electrical effort. And logical effort is defined as the ratio of the input capacitance of a gate to the input capacitance of an inverter which is delivering the same output current. So this is the condition, and how to calculate and all this that will be clear, more clear later on. Let us come to this graph. So delay, as we have defined, D equal to F plus P, where F is defined at GH, G is logical effort, H is electrical effort that we have seen here. H is electrical effort, which is C out by C in, G is logical effort. So all these we can consider. So D equal to F plus P, F is GH plus P. Then here some lines are given that like this one is for inverter, this line. So here normalized delay is plotted, Here electrical effort also it is called fan out, which is H equal to C out by C in is shown. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If fan out you are increasing, how the normalized delay is varying for the different gates. So it is this blue line is for inverter, this blue line is for the NAND gate, and this red line is for the NOR gate. So for the means all these some calculations are possible, that is given some systematic calculation is given in next table. So we can see for the inverter G is logical effort is 1, P is basically P is basically coming due to the parasitic as here we have explained already. This P is parasitic delay which is coming due to internal capacitances. So parasitic delay also here it is shown. It is G is 1, P is 1, D equal to H plus 1 for the case of inverter. And for NAND gate, G is logical effort is 4 by 3, P is parasitic delay 2, so D equal to 4 by 3 H plus 2. For NOR gate here it is not shown, but later on in the table it is given the process to find out. As here in this table we can find out the summary how to calculate for different inputs, means a number of inputs are changing, then how the logical effect. In the next table we will also define how to calculate the parasitic delay. So logical effort of a common of various common gates G, compare input capacitance to the unit inverter input capacitance. So input capacitance of the gate should be compared by unit inverter capacitance. As here gate type inverter, NAND gate, NOR gate, tri-state or multiplexer or XOR, XNOR, various type of gates are given. Here number of inputs are defined, that one number of input 1, 2, 3, 4, or if in general it is n, number of input is n. So for that generalized formula also there. So number of input is n, then generalized formula is also there. So like here inverter has input only one. So it is only in this case only one input, only one logic means only one value of the logical effort 1. But NAND gate, if input is 2, then it is coming 4 by 3. So in general, if you see the general formula how to calculate, then it is generally coming n plus 2 by 3. This is the general formula for calculating. If 2 input is there, so 2 plus 2 by 3, 4 by 3. If 3 input is there, so 2 plus 3 plus 2 by 3 means 5 by 3. 4 inputs, 4 plus 2 by 3 means 6 by 3. So generalized formula is more useful. From that you can find out this one. So for the NAND gate logical effort, you are able to calculate for different inputs, 2 inputs, 3 inputs, 4 inputs. And for the NOR gate, this is the generalized formula 2n plus 1 by 3. So 2n plus 1 by 3, if input is 2, means 2 into 2 plus 1, 4 plus 1 by 3, 5 by 3. Here 3 into 2 plus 1 means 6 plus 1 by 3. Here 4 into 2 plus 1 by 3 means 9 by 3. And but here it is means same. Here no any such variations are there. So means here in the case of one input also logical effort is 2, 2, 2, everywhere 2 for this tri-state and multiplexer, and XOR and XNOR, it is XOR and the second is XNOR comma. So 4 and 4 both, and 6, 12, 6, some variations are there that we can see later on. So this is the idea about the logical effort. Similarly, there is also parasitic delay of common gates P. There in the formula P, which we have given in that empirical formula P, compare output here for this one. We should compare output capacitance to the unit inverter output capacitance. So here compare output capacitance to the means basically output capacitance of the gate. Output capacitance of the gate should be compared to the unit inverter output capacitance. So output capacitances are means compared with here. So input in multiples of P inverter, P for one inverter is 1, almost 1. So if you are calculating accordingly, then the result will be coming in multiple of 1. So multiple of this parasitic delay for one inverter, it is 1. then 1 multiplied by whatever number ratio is coming, accordingly it is coming. So let us see like a gate type inverter, NAND gate, NOR gate, tri-state or MUX, and XOR, XNOR, and number of inputs is defined 1, 2, 3, 4, and N. So for the means various depending on number of inputs, how it is modified. For the inverter, there is only one input, but if suppose you are going for NAND gate having two input, so 2n means 2 times here, because it is giving a number of inputs. Depending on number of inputs, generalized formula is coming like a number of inputs. So how many number of inputs, accordingly n, if it is n input, so n into parasitic delay for the one inverter has 1, so n into 1. Similarly, so here 2 input 2 into 1, 3 input 3 into 1, 4 input 4 into 1. For NOR gate also 2 into 1, 3 into 1, 4 into 1. So n input n number is coming. But tri-state and others 2 times. For tri-state and multiplexer it is coming 2 times. So if one input, then 2 times, 2 input 4, 3 input double 6, and 4 input then 8, and in general 2n. And for the XOR, XNOR it is just 4, 6, and 8. So this is the summary. So like here it is the means example, estimate the frequency of an stage ring oscillator with the help of this logical effort and other efforts. So here one inverter, second, third, and up to, suppose we are considering n stage. So n stage inverters are connected in series, and then output is again connected to the input of the first one. So with the help of this calculate what is the G, what is the logical effort, what is electrical effort, what is parasitic delay, what is state delay D, and what is the frequency. This is the issue. By this knowledge we have to calculate this. So it is just here we can see. So logical effort for one stage we know that 1, electrical effort 1, and parasitic delay 1. So stage delay what is the formula stage delay? D equal to F plus P, F equal to GH plus P. So GH means GH and plus P, so 2. And then means in general frequency will be D already you have found it out. So 1 upon 2n times D, 2x around the ring. So around the ring this frequency in general we can find out 2n times, because n is the number of stages suppose. So 2 times around the ring, it is just delay will be around the ring 2 times. So 2 times D into n, number of stages 1 upon 4n. So with this if you want to find out for suppose 31 stage of ring oscillator in 0.6 micrometer process technology, then frequency will be of the order of 200 megahertz. Then this is the value, and accordingly all the things are put together, then 2 megahertz is coming. So some typical IDR that 31 stage, then 200 megahertz frequency is coming. With the help of this logical effort, how to calculate the frequency, it is possible. Also here 2 times means delay you have calculated 2 times around the ring. So n stages were there, so 2d into n total delay. So just reciprocal of time and frequency we have calculated. Now here it is telling that estimate the delay for fan out 4. So inverter, this is the inverter, and it is driving 4 other gates, 1, 2, 3, 4 gates, 4 similar gates. It is an inverter, CMOS inverter. Suppose it has delay D, and it is driving 4. Its fan out is 4. Fan out means how many stages of loads are connected at this output. So it is connecting with 4 other stages of the inverter. So first, second, third, and fourth. So here 4 times C output means capacitance, 4 times multiplication of the C is shown. So we can see logical effort for one inverter 1, electrical effort C out by C in. So 4 times output means this capacitance is now 4 times. 4, so 4 by 1, so 4 times h is 4, and parasitic delay 1, and stage delay you can say stage delay d equal to f plus p or gh plus p. So gh and plus p, so g 4 into 1 plus 1 by so 5 stage delay you have got. So the f of means fan out 4 delay is about delay is given or not. Yeah, suppose here 12 picosecond you are considering delay for one stage. This d is 12 picosecond, so 5 is multiplied with 60 picosecond it is coming. And if 40 picosecond you are considering, then 40 picosecond multiplied by 5, because d is coming 5, so for then 200 picosecond. So for one stage how much delay? If 12 picosecond, then 60 picosecond it is converted, because two process parameters we have discussed here. Get two type of technology, but here anyway doesn't matter. Here we are just considering two cases. If 12 picosecond you are considering d, this d, then 60 total. This d is means for one stage it is coming. So total 5 is coming. D is 5, so d multiplied by 5. Sorry. It is coming 200 picosecond for 0.6 micrometer process and 60 picosecond for 180. Yeah, two process here it is already mentioned. So two processes are there. One is suppose 200 picosecond is coming for 0.6 micron process, and 60 picosecond is coming for 180 nanometer. So 180 nanometer technology 60. This one is 60, and 200 is coming for the 0.6 micron technology. Now, if multiple stages are there, so G for the many stages are there, so logical effort generalizes to multiple stages. Suppose path logical effort you are calculating G, capital G, which is multiplication of GI, means G1 into G2 into G3 up to GI. So if there are I number of stages, so this pi is indicating the multiplication. So pi gi. So basically the path logical effort, whatever logical effort for one stage you are knowing, and then it is in series so many multiple stages are there. So then this path logical effort G must be product of the logical effort of the individual stages. So Gi is the logical effort of individual stage, and it should be generalized. So if I is varying from 1 to n, suppose, so G1 into G2 into G3 up to Gn. So this will be multiplied, then it will give the path logical effort, complete logical effort from beginning to ending. Then path electrical effort H, path electrical effort capital H. Previously for single stage small h we have used, but capital H we are using now. Path electrical effort H, it is C out path by C in path. So output means output capacitance of the path by input capacitance of the path, and path effort, total path effort capital F is defined as multiplication of Fi. Fi is the for the given for any individual stage. So which is basically F is already we know that F is sigma. F is equal to Gi into Hi. Fi is equal to Gi in Hi. So pi of Gi Hi. So path effort is in this way calculated. Few examples are there. We will come to that one later on. This summary of the table already we have discussed. This calculation also we have done. So we can quickly means analyze one by one. So path delay in multiple stages, various multiple stages if we are considering. So path logical effort G, it can be expressed as a product of the logical effort of each stage along the path. So this capital G is the overall logical effort, and this is basically multiplication of individual stage logical effort, GI. So GI is the individual stage logical effort. If there are any stages, so G1 to up to Gn, all the stages effort should be multiplied, logical effort should be multiplied. So G1 into G2 into G3 up to Gn, all should be multiplied, then this will give you path logical effort G. And similarly, the path electrical effort H, it can be given as the ratio of the output capacitance. Ratio of the output capacitance of the path must be means ratio of output capacitance of the path must drive the divided by the input capacitance presented by the path. So output capacitance divided by input capacitance in that path, this ratio should be calculated. So output capacitance it will be depending on the gate, it will be decided and divided by input capacitance. This will give you electrical path, so electrical effort of that path. And if suppose so many stages are there, so path effort, total path effort F, it can be multiplication of Fi. So stage effort in stage I, suppose effort is F, so stage effort is Fi, it should be multiplied for all the stages. So obviously Fi is equal to Gi into Hi. So in this way means like here starting from here to here, reaching up to here. So all the individual stages Gi, Hi should be multiplied. So G1 H1 plus G2 H2 plus G1 Gi Hi means it is multiplication. So G1 H1, G2 H2, G3 H3 up to whatever number. So all the individual stage effort should be multiplied. And if there is some branch, so new thing is now, if there is some branch, if it is in series and no any branch, then it is simply F is equal to pi Fi, or we can say multiplication of individual stage effort. So individual stage effort we have considered. But if there is some branch, like here is one branch, other is this one is other branch. So F equal to GH in path without branches, but if there is branch, then F equal to GH cannot be used. F equal to GH cannot be used. F equal to GH if there is no any branch. But for the for paths that has some branch, we have to consider the branching effort also. So as here in this case, we have to consider branching effort. So branching effort is defined as branching effort B is defined as ratio of the total capacitance seen by stage to the capacitance on the path. So B is basically C on path plus C off path divided by C on path. This is the definition of branching effort. So branching effort B is the ratio of the total capacitance seen by the stage to the capacitance of the capacitance on the path. So this is on path capacitance and this is total capacitance, even path capacitance and off path capacitance also. On path capacitance and off path capacitance. On path, off path. Suppose you are going in this path, so on path is this one and off path is this one. So total also we should consider. Here on path capacitance and off path capacitance added together divided by on path capacitance. This is called branching effort. So branching effort and suppose so many branches, I branches are there, so also be multiplied. So path branching effort B, capital B, is the product of the branching effort between the stages. So this B, capital B is defined as pi Bi, means branching effort of individual stages multiplied together. So this is one specific branching effort, and if so, it is also having some many numbers. So Vi means branching 1, 2, 3, whatever number of branching. So all branching efforts multiplied together, all the individual branching effort multiplied together. Then this is giving you complete branching effort. So path, it is called path branching effort. So path branching effort B is the product of the branching effort between the stages, means B equal to pi Bi. So branching effort of the stages are Bi. Then path effort F is the product of the logical effort, electrical effort, and branching effort. Now, if all the things are available together, then F is defined as GBH. Path effort is now with the branching, it is defined as GBH. Previously, without branching, it was only GB. Here, yes. So here GH path effort means it was path effort was without branching, it was only GH, but now again another term is there B. So with branching it is F equal to GBH. Also the path delay D is the sum of the delay of the each stage. It can also be written as sum of the path effort delay df and path parasitic delay p. So this path delay d for the branch means sum of the delay of each stage. So many stages are there. In that case, this path delay d is equal to sigma di, where this may be also broken into part df plus p. So df is basically sigma fi, and p, capital P, is sigma pi. So path delay d is the sum of the delay of the each stage, and it can be written as sum of the path effort delay df and path parasitic delay p. So path delay df and path parasitic delay p, and this df is defined as sigma fi. F is fi equal to gi into hi, and parasitic delay p, capital P, is sigma of the pi. So because in that path so many stages are there, so all the stages parasitic delay should be added together. So this is the generalized means if path long path is there, so many stages are there, so including all the stage effects, we can calculate the total parasitic delay sigma, which is equal to sigma pi. And similarly, total path delay d is defined as sigma fi, or sigma gi into hi. So for fast circuit, what to do for designing fast circuit? So delay is small in each. If you are intending to design a fast circuit, delay is small if each stage has the same effort. So D equal to Di sigma Di, which is Df plus P, we have already seen. So if a path has n stages with same effort F is same, then F total means in that case total effort F equal to pi Fi, and because n stages are there, so F is multiplied n times, so F to the power n. So this is why F to the power n. Capital F is equal to F small f to the power n, and Fi is, we know that Fi equal to GIHI, and this Fi means individual stage, and which is F to the power 1 by n. So it is also possible to means define in terms of this one Fi, we can define in terms of capital F also. So Fi is basically this one, F is basically F to the power 1 by n. We are defining basically F. So Fi are effort of one stage, one individual stage. So Fi is equal to GIHI, which is 1 by nth root of capital F. So or we can say F to the power 1 by n. So this is also possible, and then minimum delay of the path D equal to NF plus P, and in small f already defined, so n into F to the power 1 by n plus P. So gate size also may be considered. So width of the gate can be estimated by finding the gate capacitance, because F equal to GIHI, and HI is electrical effort, so GI C out I by C in I. So this one, and C in I is basically GI C out I. C in I, this one can be taken this side. So C in I equal to GI C out I by F. So this is the relation input capacitance and output capacitance of stage I. Then other problems and other things we can discuss in coming turns. So basic introduction of the logical effort and logical effort for the single stage also means for single gate. Also we have discussed for various stages are there, like a delay in multi-stage logic also we have discussed, and basic concepts how to get logical effort for the multiple stage, how to get electrical effort for the multiple stage, and how to get path effort for the multiple stage. All these we have discussed, and then branching effort, if there is branch, then how to get branching effort, then overall means path effort, including all the things logical, electrical, and branching effort. All these we have discussed. Then we will apply to some specific problems in coming turns. In one more turn we can give for this issue. After that we can go to the next unit. So one more turn we will give for this, and we will discuss how to apply these concepts to various specific problems. So now I can end up, though it is written, you can try, but all these we can discuss in coming terms. So I will upload this slide. You can try by yourself now, but more illustration will be done in next turn. So 1 minute. Stop sharing. Okay, attendance downloaded. So I can stop recording also.